right, Ethan, thank you. Customers at a Kroger in Franklin, Tennessee won't have the option to see a cashier when checking out anymore.
Well, a lot of stores have done this, but this is the only thing you can do there. This Kroger has gone all in on the self-checkout. Without it, it's the only option you got here to use when you're buying groceries. It's a new model of self-checkout being added. It has a wider belt for customers with big orders.
There you go. And a Kroger spokesperson says there is not plans to spread this model throughout the nation, but there are plans to bring this conversation or conversion to one Kroger in the Nashville area. I always get such bad anxiety when I go to self-checkouts, because I think people are judging me with the amount of items I have in my cart to go to self-checkout, because then I'm like, man, this takes forever. And I'm just so nervous that something's going to go wrong. I didn't scan something correctly, because then you come across the camera sometimes like they're watching you. If I like scan something and then put it in my cart instead of bag it, it's like a whole thing. I overthink everything.
I don't know. I noticed like at Sam's Club or Costco, if you've got anything that has alcohol in it, like a 12-pack of beer or whatever.
You have to have someone come over.
You got to wait for the person to do the thing. And I remember back in the day, like they would train baggers who took pride in like putting the right stuff in the right way in your bag, so you don't get home with the bread crushed by a 6-pack of Pepsi or something. I don't know.
And maybe I'm like old school, but I like going through the lines and talking to cashiers. I know not enough to like hold up the entire line, because that's a little too much. I know. But I love like chatting with the baggers and like, how are you today? It's something that makes you feel good.
Well, it's also a very personal touch to it, which I feel like that's lacking in a lot of places.
I know.
The service industry really used to be a thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like take pride in whatever you're doing.
Oh, 100%. 100%. All right. So Taylor Swift fans in Seattle caused what seismologists are calling a Swift quake.
Yes, it's a seismogram. It's from Seattle, taken during her concert. During Swift shows, both Saturday and Sunday, it's the seismic equivalent of a 2.3 magnitude earthquake felt at Lemon Field right there.
All right, the Swift quake. I keep saying quake.
Be hungry.
Beat out, I am hungry, out the famous 2011 Beast quake when Seattle Seahawks fans erupted after a Seahawks player there scored an impressive touchdown. Lynch has the nickname Beast Mode. And we are, of course, talking about Marshawn Lynch and his touchdown that caused the equivalent of a magnitude 2 earthquake.
So the Swift quake, or cake as it may be, felt during her entire concert, and the Beast quake was only a minute long. So by Beast quake, it sounds like the Swift quake is now going to be one for the record books.
I believe it. I mean, with the amount of people inside the stadium and then the amount of people even outside that join in, even if they don't have
inside
a ticket.
there. Were you guys all dancing around and jumping up and down?
The entire time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Frank's girls were dancing. I was dancing. I don't think there was a dad next to us. Poor guy. He was having the best time, but you could tell he was like, all right, how long have I been here?
That's a good dad. That's a good dad.
I kept looking at him. I'm like, you're doing great.
Taking one for the team right there.
You're a big team player. He was awesome. I loved it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think she does great. I mean, we were just playing some of her music here in studio a little while ago.
Yeah.
It just gets you going.
It does.
It's a Friday.
It is a